Now that we have discussed the entire topic, let's test our knowledge. Let us do few exercises. See, the first one here is you have to answer the following questions. Now let's see what are the questions out here. There are these questions being given to you. You can take a paper and pen and write down the answers and then see if your answers are correct or not. The first question is 5 I's of services. Then you have been asked which services are required for successful running of a business. Treatment of doctor shows which characteristics of service. Lastly, you have to distinguish between goods and services. So let's see what are the answers. As I already discussed, the 5 I's of services are intangibility, inconsistency, inseparability, inventory and involvement. Okay. The next question is which services are required for successful running of business. See, we already discussed these business services. These are of utmost importance because without transport, without warehousing, without banking and without other business services, you cannot complete the business transactions successfully, right? Now, the treatment by doctor shows which characteristics? It is a intangibility of services. Why? Because when the doctor treats you, you can only feel it, you cannot say it, or it is not a product which you can take home. If I have to distinguish between goods and services, the basis of point would be nature, type, tangibility, inventory and involvement. Okay. So you can talk about, like for example, tangibility. Goods are tangible but services are not tangible. They are intangible. Involvement, there is no involvement of the customer when it comes to goods. He can only go and buy the goods if he likes it. When it comes to services, there is involvement of the customer when he is accessing the services or when he is taking the services. Similarly, inventory, as I told you, you cannot keep the inventory of services, but for goods you require the service, you require the inventory or you can keep the inventory. Okay. So you can mention the nature out here, like goods is something in a physical form which you can buy and take home, whereas services is something which you avail, which you cannot take home. Now let's do exercise number 2. See, exercise number 2 is true or false. So you have to see the statements and see if it is, answer if it is true or false. The first question is current account is useful for salaried classes. Now, Kotak Bank is an example of public sector bank. Next, you have been given e-banking operates during banking hours only. Lastly, bank makes reducing credit arrangement for its borrowers in cash credit. Okay. So let's see what are the answers out here. Now see, current account is useful for business people and not the salaried class, as I discussed earlier. Kotak Bank is an example of private bank and not public bank. Okay. E-banking can be done anytime, 365 days, 24/7. Okay. So that is the reason it operates during banking hours. This is a false statement. Now what is the statement being given here? Bank make reducing credit arrangement for the borrowers in cash credit. This is a true statement. Now let's move to the third exercise. So now you have been given terms, you need to match with each other. Okay. So let us see what are the terms here. We have been given DTH services, we have been given public warehousing, we have been given the term VSAT and bonded warehouse. Against that we have to match with flexibility, online newspaper, import goods and cellular companies. So let's see what would be the answers. See, DTH services provide with cellular companies, is provided by cellular companies. What about public warehousing? It gives you the flexibility when it comes to payment of rent. Okay. VSAT is an online newspaper. See, when I was talking about VSAT, I told you this is used by government and public agency to reach in far-flung areas. So, by these services, they also can provide e-paper or other kind of new services. So, online newspaper is provided by VSAT. Then bonded warehouse, it is exclusively kept for imported goods. Now let's do the last exercise, that is exercise number 4. So we have to answer the following questions. Now what we have been told, Ram and Rama are husband and wife. So can Rama take life insurance on behalf of Ram? Is it possible? The second question is, you have to give examples of tradition and modern modes of communication. Lastly, you have been told that Madhuri has a motor vehicle insurance for a car which is of 3 lakh rupees. Okay. Now the car got damaged and the loss was 80,000. So how much would the insurance company pay to Madhuri? Okay. Now let's see the answers here. See, remember, Rama is not the insurable interest here. So when you are taking a life insurance, if Ram wants to take a life insurance, he will have to take himself in his name. Rama cannot take an insurance on behalf of Ram. Next, the traditional ways of communication was telegram, parcel, registered post and even speed post. The modern modes are fax, email, right? Now, when I was teaching you on the insurance part, I told you that it would be the loss that would be compensated would be to the extent of actual amount of loss which has been suffered by the insured. Okay, so the insurer is going to pay Madhuri only 80,000 rupees. This brings us to the end of the chapter.